Hi guys, Corey here, the Dungeon Master. Just wanted to pop in before the episode. Remind you, don't forget to subscribe or check out our Patreon. Really kind of helps keep us going. Well, without much further ado, enjoy the episode. Hi everybody, I'm Corey. I'm the Dungeon Master for Opportunity Roll. Say hi. I'm here with Group 2. Say hi everybody.
Y'all.
Hello.
Let's go ahead and do rapid fire. Let's start with Gunny.
Hi, I'm Gunny. I play Tensel Ostrith, the elven barbarian, who is quite confused, but kind of just winging it.
Samuel.
Hi, I'm Samael, also known as Jonathan, and I'll be playing Lynn, the half-drow Bard of Whispers.
Tangled.
Hi, I'm Laura. I play Mila, the elven sorcerer of wild magic. I am sick tonight, so yeah, here we go. This will be fun.
And last but not least, introducing for the first time, but not for the first time within our group. Welcoming back, Dom.
Hi, I'm Dom, and I will be playing Khalees, the Githzerai druid.
Now, last time we left off, we were in a very tough predicament. There was Zachariah's court case, which he pleaded, a chance. But with the things that were stacked up against him, unfortunately, with the judge, the jury, the weird zone of truth thing that kind of went down there for a short bit with Mila, that kind of stuff wasn't helping. So, as we come back, there's going to be a moment where the female's going to start to stand up. She's going to prep a few of her pages. You're going to see her pull back the strands of her hair in concentration and start to address. But the judge will say, "Whoa, one moment." And he'll lean over to this gnome. And they'll exchange words. And a crystal will be passed between one hand to the other. And you'll see the glow just behind the judge's stand of what seems to be some sort of spell, some sort of color, animation, something. If you guys wish, you can make a roll.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, what do you want me to roll?
Give me a perception real quick.
Ah, damn, okay. Thought I'm not. Okay, 21 for Mila.
And 16 for Lynn.
Ooh, both good. You know these crystals are kind of like observant between like where you're looking at them. So if you angle yourself just right as you look over the judge's thing, you can see that it's a flashing, almost like a memory, and it's of the time in the actual town square. And there's a particular mouthed word that you guys will recognize. And it's well, there's actually a few. Mila, one comes from you that says, "You're lucky we don't kill you right now." And then there is a show of Zachariah in full bloom saying, "You get no lawyer." And so the judge will sit back up, and he'll place the crystal on the desk, and he'll rack the gavel, and he will say, "Zachariah, you are hereby found guilty and sentenced to death. Now, there is truth in a lot of what he has said. Demons have come to Talalia. We are all in danger." And he's going to be oddly sober. Like, this has shocked this man. And he will stand back up The king has arranged for your friends to have anything they might need to continue their adventure. But Zachariah, you must atone for your sins. You must stay. Court adjourned.
Mila's immediately going to get up and run out of the courtroom.
All right. I'll say anybody who stays will see the guards take Zachariah. They will go through the back door. And as this happens, the town kind of starts moving out. And so anybody who stays is kind of left in this jumble of people. What'd you guys like to do?
Yeah, Lynn hasn't exactly gotten up out of her seat. She hasn't left the pew. Just waiting for things to clear out.
Okay. Let's head over to Mila real quick. Where are you heading?
I think she's just gonna kind of probably head outside the courtroom, and if there's an alley or something nearby, she's just gonna kind of press her back up against the wall, and just kind of silently cry to herself.
Oh yeah, and it's kind of like a mood setter too, because it's like a little hot out. You got a little bit of shade. You leaned up against this stone wall, and it's just it's weird because you're going to start hearing people file out.
Yeah, she's just trying to keep quiet and just cry to herself.
Now, eventually, I will say, back inside, you guys would be the first one to notice people leaving. It'll get quiet again.
Just want to reiterate, Tensel is still looking for Flora.
Where would you like to look next? Because I know you were at the main gates, correct?
He went to the main gate. He started with the gardens, went to the main gate to see if there was any footprints left out there, and then he was heading toward the King's Manor.
Okay.
Before we left.
All right. So you'll arrive at Dan Brimsworth's. You'll easily knock on the door. He'll come to it and smile at you. Well, as much of a smile as he can give in these situations. Hey.
Hey there. You wouldn't have happened to seen one of our traveling companions, Violet, would you?
Violet. No, I can't say I have. I've been doing everything I can to try to make things right with Zachariah's court case. How's it going? I haven't been able to get down there yet.
I'm not sure. I was hoping to try to find her and make it to the court case before it was over.
All right. Have you traveled with her long before?
It really wasn't long. Everybody else knew her more than I did.
If you give me 2 or 3 places, I might be able to send out maybe a guard or two. Would that be helpful?
It would be greatly helpful. I don't know where else to look.
All right. What is she like?
Oh, she's always enjoyed the smell of flowers.
Okay, the gardens.
I've already tried there, though.
All right. Let's see. Maybe there's a small place somewhere with a few places. I can ask the boys. They might know a place that's tiny and a little bit smaller than the place.
And Tensel's gonna have an epiphany.
Huh? Oh, you look like you got an idea there.
just check on the court case for me, and he's gonna turn his back and then just start running out to her original gravesite.
All right. So we're going to get back to you because that's going to take you a bit. Khalith, while walking into town, you would talk to your people. You know what's going on. You know the odds of what is ahead of you. And you know they're not good. Now, what would you do if I said that the first thing you're going to notice when you come into town is that it's eerily quiet? And as you come around the corner to the main square, to the big cathedral, right next to that is the courthouse. That there is going to be a line of people just moving out. And they all... I mean, they don't look happy. But they don't look sad about it either. It's this weird mix of indifference to almost just acceptance. And in the closest corner to you in an alley, you might recognize a face. She's not having a good time.
Khalid stands there for a moment. Looking around, does he see anyone else of the group?
I don't think so at this point, no.
Okay. He'll preemptively. Does he recall if Mila had any favorite flowers? I can't remember if this was ever questioned.
You guys traveled a bit before. I'm sure it may have even come up in like a casual on the road conversation kind of thing if Mila feels like maybe.
I want to say it did come up.
Okay.
And I think in game, and I want to say it was orchids.
Oh, orchids are great.
Yeah.
He'll tap his staff a bit and pop up an orchid and pluck it out of the ground and make his way over quietly, and he'll stop just a little bit out of eyesight and just kind of extend his hand out with the orchid. It's not proper for a lady to be crying on her own.
Mila's gonna kind of like look over as she hears a voice and see Khalith, and she's just gonna kind of like wipe her eyes and just like, Khalith, you're back. Sorry, what are you doing back in town? Is everything all right?
It's a long story, but to sum it all up, I think we both know the world's in a bit of chaos.
Yeah.
In many more ways than just one.
A lot has happened since we saw you last.
I would imagine. Where is everyone?
She's gonna kind of like look toward the courtroom. Zachariah was just on trial. He killed a noble of the city.
He'll kind of stand there, just kind of seeming a bit ajarred by that statement and looking towards the line of people. They were all leaving the courthouse.
Yeah.
He'll stand there just kind of solemnly before looking back to Mila.
The noble was working for a demon. Zachariah just... Well, the noble attacked us first and kidnapped Kang and kidnapped myself and Zachariah and another noble. Lynn, I think, is still inside. Tensel went to go find our friend Violet. Zachariah's not going to be coming out.
I see. I'm sorry.
And she's just going to kind of wipe her eyes again. Just kind of like nod, just like... It's alright.
You can admit it's not. It's never easy, is it?
No, not.
Let's get you out of here. Let's go find Lynn, and I think we all need to have a discussion, because I was hoping to find you.
She's gonna kind of look a little bit confused, but then just kind of like nod and follow him.
Okay. All right. Let's head on inside the inn. Or not the inn. Inside the courthouse, where of course you will find your friend. Lynn, what would you be doing inside?
Like, initially just sitting there in the pew, waiting for things to clear out. And then, like, when it comes down to just a light trickling of people through the door, she's just going to, she's going to be pulling out her book, just with a heavy sigh, turning open to a page, jotting down a few comments, crossing a few lines out. And then just looking down for a bit before there's a nice clasping shut of the book and putting it back in her jacket. A single easy job, huh? No. Price we pay for what we believe in. And she just slowly gets up and starts making her way towards the door.
As you head on out, you will be met by your two friends.
Khalith will reintroduce himself with a slight bow. It's been a while, Lynn.
It's like she's like half not really paying attention. She's in that day state. So when you think, I was like, no, what the? Hey, Khalid, was it?
That is correct, yes.
Hey. And you don't look too good, Mila.
Shakes her head and looks down at the ground.
Sorry. We should, we'll discuss it later. But, what brings you on, Khalid?
It's, like I told Mila, it's a long story, and I think it's best to discuss with everyone present.
No, Tensel's out and about somewhere. Trying to find Flora.
Okay. So let's pause from there. And let's kind of head back over to Tensel as we kind of swap views here.
Yeah.
It's going to take you some time to get out there.
Oh, I definitely imagine so. That hill wasn't exactly close to town.
When you do, it will just be a pit in the ground. It's like it's kind of been upturned, but nobody ever filled it back in.
He's gonna. His shoulders are gonna fall as soon as he sees that no one's there. Taking the last few steps to look in, he'll pause to himself, just mutter under his breath, "Where the hell are you?" Kind of look out over the hill, looking around. Then he'll look back down. Is there like a gravestone?
I'd say you guys probably made her a pretty decent makeshift one. I mean, it's not going to be like your laminate stone, but it's going to be meaningful.
He'll take a knee down in front of it, outstretch a hand, and slowly run a finger over it. Then look back to the city and stand back up. Wish I could find you. I'm sure he could use your company. He'll take a second to look at the ground, see if maybe, just maybe, if anything had been disturbed recently, or if anything was left behind. And with a shock, he'll start looking around to see where this is coming from.
There will be a creature that is pretty easy to see, the shape. Color, maybe not so easy, but it's quick. And it's moving from the sky and it's moving down. And it looks like it's preparing to land. Or strike. What would you like to do?
Can I discern a color from it?
Give me a quick perception check.
All right.
That is a 14. With the way the sun is hitting it, it is either red or it is like a well, you're getting like a glint. It could be like a silver, maybe, depending upon how the light hits it. It's mostly red though.
Tensel hesitating. He's gonna look back down into the grave itself, and then look right over to the headstone. Sorry about this. And then he's just gonna jump into the actual he's gonna jump into the grave for cover.
Okay. As you jump in there, you're definitely going to hear it land. And you're going to hear this thing start to really like shift and change, and it's just so weird. And after a short while of hearing those screams, you're going to hear a familiar voice. You know, jumping in somebody else's grave isn't really a good idea.
Kind of the only choice you left me.
That's fair.
And he's gonna like stick his head out.
And it'll be Flora. Well, Violet.
You doing okay?
Yeah. Why?
You kind of disappeared on us.
I was following up on a lead.
At a time like this,
What do you mean?
do you know what's going on right now?
I separated with you guys earlier in the day.
Zachariah's on trial.
He's what? And you're gonna see like her eyes visibly like glow red.
I've been trying to find you for the last couple of hours, I think.
What happened?
I wasn't there, so I can't tell in certainty, but from everything that I'm hearing, he killed Van Duskin in the middle of the town.
Oh. I mean, he had a good reason, right? He was gonna get killed, or like.
I'm not sure. But I wanted to make sure you were there for the trial, because I know he would really appreciate that.
You'll see her shift again, and she's gonna, get that weird shifting kind of whole body thing, and eventually she's going to get to the point where she looks like a horse, a brown maned, simple average horse, fair rider horse, and she'll just kind of whinny and nod her head up and down.
Okay. And he's going to take the few handholds and climb out. You're sure you're okay with this?
She'll nod and whinny again.
And he'll swing up on top and go for a ride.
And you guys will gallop back to town.
We gotta make it to the courthouse. And Tensel's gonna do his best to help steer Violet if Violet doesn't know which way to go without being rude about it.
In town, as you guys step out, the streets are going to be about as busy as an average day at this point. People are going back to their average lives. Pretty much just accepting it the way it is.
Mila's just still looking at the ground. Not really looking up, but I don't think she's trying to look anyone in the eyes at this point.
Okay. Lynn, Khalith, what would you guys be doing?
I think Khalith would be asking what exactly happened, like why what happened. Just trying to get an update as to what was going down.
Yeah, Lynn's just like generally looking out about the town, giving a quick glance around. If she doesn't see Tensel, just gonna be motioning for the others to follow. If anything, he'll be able to find us back at the end. I'll tell you along the way. Generally, what happened was, it's like as she's already taking motion the first few steps back towards the giant stone. There was a bit of a scuffle. Had a few rough moments after we departed after we parted ways last time. Was going to make our way across the water. Then we saw basically that Brimsworth was taken, or at least Brimsworth and his family were currently missing. We saw the poster about that, decided to double back along the way. Get a good read of the situation. Not long after, we decided to settle back in and take in the changes that the interim King Van Duskin had decided to enact and bolster, especially the arena. We discovered a few unpleasant things, which we'll have to follow up on later, but that's after we get everything sorted. But suffice to say, we found out what happened to Grimsworth. We found out some things that will have to be discussed in private. And happened to learn the depth of Van Duskin's greed, if not deplorable deception. We enacted a plan. We enacted a plan, tried to find out what the hell was going on, try to infiltrate, gather information.
Lynn, can I stop you real quick?
Hmm?
Because I think there's going to be a moment real quick. Because as you guys are walking and talking, your eyes kind of scanning around, you're just kind of perceiving your area. And so there's going to be a moment when you are going to look over and you're going to see a very, very familiar face. And it'll be one you don't expect.
When she notices something off like that, she's gonna focus in on that. Like basically just continue on, just trailing a little bit while trying to get a good glance of what it is.
Walking on a little bit farther, you're going to notice the white hair. You're going to notice the clothing, the style, and the goofy frickin' smile of your drow friend, Bippy.
Wait, what?
Bippy.
And she's going to focus and while she's trailing off in her words, she's suddenly going to just stop. And right.
He'll notice he's gotten your attention. He's going to nod. He's going to pull a parchment out. And he is going to slide it under this coaster on a table nearby. And it's just like part of like corner of the inn. Like right on the outside where they've got that balcony, maybe a few tables out. That nice veranda kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll hop over the veranda. And then he'll make his way back behind the building. And he'll disappear. Not like disappear, but you won't see him anymore.
She'll wait a few beats. She'll just give a few moments, not making it immediately clear that she's connected with that. And then, like, when seeing that no one else is going to be drawn towards it, just slowly making your way, continuing the conversation. And, well, Mila can fill you in on some of the greater bits, although I think you were out for a little bit. She's just, like, pointing that way. In the meantime, shooting a message. I need to see this. Give me 1 second. As she makes her way over towards the where the note was left. Like, basically going to the veranda, get a nice view. Before just sidling by and just slipping the message out for herself.
It is a solid message. It is physical. It's actually there. So it's not like you're seeing things or it was an illusion or anything. So that's a good thing. As you kind of head away, you guys will hear a horse galloping just up behind you. Gunny, you'll see them probably a few feet away before you get to them. So you guys will start slowing down. But eventually Gunny on the back of this brown horse will just be rolling up with you guys. Road Tensel. Tensel. So as you guys are sitting there listening, you'll look back over your shoulder, and you guys will see Tensel riding in on this lovely horse, kind of catching you guys in his eye pretty quickly, and then meandering over there, and then slowly getting to the point where he can stop and hop off.
Okay.
So I found her, and he's gonna slide off of the horse. She's here. What did we miss?
Sorry, this is Laura
here-
laughing.
You mean, like, is she invisible, or are you talking about the horse? Because it's a nice horse, but I know we were supposed to, like, go over some things, but I think you skipped a few steps to go straight to equine larceny.
No. Violet. Oh, yeah. And he's gonna go over to the horse. Maybe we should go somewhere else. So, not to arouse suspicion.
She will... Ooh. Go ahead.
No, she's just gonna, like, you're learning.
I am around you enough.
There are definitely a few easy, convenient alleyways around you.
And Tensel will, motion his hand to let the horse lead them.
And the horse will lead you as if it were a person all the way back into the alleyway, even making a turn. And then you will see this. I would say it's not a very natural sight as it starts to change.
Tensel's definitely going to turn his back this time.
And eventually standing before you will be your friend Flora.
I was gonna kind of look toward Khalith.
Just because last time that she saw him, he transformed into a cheetah, so.
Giant hyena, for correction.
I'm sorry.
Hyenas can actually put up a fight.
It was a while ago.
That's fine.
I mean, you'd be surprised what a warhorse could do when it jumps off a roof.
Khalith doesn't seem all that surprised seeing anything along those lines, I imagine, by this point. What, Corey?
I mean, I think you've seen a lot of stuff. It's very rare to see a polymorph spell.
So he'd probably be a little, not surprised, but a little impressed. Is that's definitely one way to go about it.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back. Loved your new form.
Thanks. I also got my original body back, too. And you'll see a couple of fangs slightly fang out, and they look like dragon-esque, curved, and yeah.
See, every day has a silver lining. Now to cover up with a gray cloud.
What do you mean? I mean, I heard some from Tensel, but I don't know the details.
Sense has been rendered. We're free. Barely. But they had a memory of the scene. He used to be sentenced.
Is that good or bad?
Well, depends on the severity and the judge's judgment of his state of mind. The most severe punishment for murder is death.
Oh.
Yeah. But he did acknowledge, at least, that there was reason in his argument. But that's out of our hands, unfortunately.
I see. Do we get to see him one more time, or
They'd probably do it in an enclosed place. Out of respect, if he was at least a hero at some point.
I mean, we were all heroes.
Did something change?
The severity of the situation, and the views of what must be done for it.
Well, I was more questioning whether or not you all were still heroes. Did you all give up?
Our guild has been revoked.
Yes, and
We just have to do this the hard way then. Or at least we take another route to do it.
I could try to break him out, but
That's
that might just get us in more trouble.
considering that it's already in an unstable state. The current king has just been reinstated, and the recent magically based attack by demons, that would be the worst possible option right now.
That's fair. Just trying to think of last-ditch efforts.
I happen to catch you all at weird times with trying to break people out of prisons, it sounds like.
Oh, trust me, that would be a fun challenge, but right now, we're not exactly into challenge, we're into survival. We just barely got away with taking out one demonic assassin out of how many others around here.
That reminds me. I have questions and things I need to discuss with all of you in private. On a lesser note, hello there, Tensel and Flora. It has been quite a while.
Yeah. Hi. I'm hoping that you're not coming to us with more bad omens.
That's all perspective, I suppose, depending on how much of it is brand new information.
Well, nevertheless, it is good to see you again.
Likewise.
Well, I left a bit early for a few reasons. The first one was the ability to get my form back. I got it. And I got this. And she'll hold up a scroll. And she'll hand it over to Mila.
She's gonna open it.
It is a scroll of teleportation. As you read it, give me a quick arcana.
So it all comes down to this.
Ooh, that is a natural one. Do you have any inspiration?
Nope.
Lynn isn't actually curious. No, I don't have proficiency, so I won't be able to help.
Can I sacrifice my inspiration?
I'll allow it. Yeah.
Oh, scared.
That's a
There.
23. So we're dropping a 6 for a 23. It can safely travel you about 700 miles. It's old.
It's still pretty far, though.
Yeah,
It
that
is.
is.
It might even get you about fair ways across Talalia.
That's what I was just thinking.
I mean, from Graydon to Croca is only 300. From Graydon to Bravul is about 700 on the dot.
I think she's gonna look toward Flora and just be like, "Where'd you find this?"
My home. Or what was my home. The dragon that lives there still kind of owes me a little. So I was allowed to take a few things from my stash.
Okay.
I gave him my home in exchange for something else a little while ago.
Tensel's just going to be looking back and forth between Violet and Mila because he's kind of confused.
That favor you mentioned.
I figured if we needed it would be a thing to come in handy, but I was too late. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Thank you. Still might be useful.
Yeah. So what do we do now?
Oh, if I can make a suggestion. At least the judge did say that Rinsworth would be able to help us with supplies and the like and help get us on our way. We now have this option. We just have to weigh where to go, what to do, what to focus on. And I have a few things to focus, but that's for all of us to decide. We may not be a guild, but we're still a cohesive group.
We're not a guild either?
They revoked our rights to that and the ability to be members of guilds in the future.
Assholes?
Yeah. Well, what do you expect?
Tensel's actually going to be raising an eyebrow whenever he hears Violet say that.
Like, she looks like she's coming to her own. Like, she's got a weird air about her.
Mm-hmm.
like the first beginnings of an edgy teen.
No, kind of like, just, she seems to have figured herself out. That's the best way I can explain it.
Right on, right on.
Should we get back to the edge to discuss this more? So,
Yeah.
we're not.
At least we can more or less secure that place then. Besides, now I have something else to look into. She just like pats her jacket pocket.
So at this point, it's probably about 3 p.m. in the evening. You guys had a really early case, and it really did not take long at all to find a verdict. Heading back to the inn, your rooms are still there for you, ready. There will look like there have been people in the rooms. That's clear. But there's only a reason for that because there are gold coins in each of the rooms laid on the table with a note from what seems to be Dan himself.
Lynn will like cautiously approach to look at the note.
Okay. It says from Dan, a bit more finances along the way. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask anybody in town. They should be able to help you.
Well, I just know we still have support somewhere.
Is everything okay with that?
I mean, hell, you can finally get some shopping done. She just gives like a weak laugh and just like Slow sigh after. It's like,
Tensel staring at her, confused now, because all he saw was a note and a single gold coin.
he just said it's just enough from Brinsworth saying that if anything's needed, we can ask around. They'd help out. General niceties of that nature. That sort of shtick.
Oh. He did mention that.
Is that in the game?
So there was actually a knock, yeah.
Oh, is that from
Okay.
We're still getting used to that.
Who would like to answer?
I have a feeling Tensel was probably the last one in the door, so he'll turn around and open the door. Hello?
It will be a humanoid female, blonde hair. She'll seem to be some sort of like room service. She'll have a couple of blankets, maybe a few like, like those complimentary little doodads they put on the pillow. And she'll look to you like, do you guys have any laundry or anything else that might need help?
Tensel kind of like pause for a moment, and then he'll like turn back to everyone. Do you guys need your sheets washed or something?
I'm good at least.
Fine.
Oh.
Oh.
And he'll
If there's
he'll
anything
turn
you
back.
need, don't hesitate to call. And she'll kind of give a smile and a bow, and she'll head back down the stairs.
He'll kind of just stand at the door for a moment, then close it. That's new.
And she brought like sheets and like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tensel didn't take any.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Dirty sheets tonight.
He asked. Nobody said they wanted anything.
I mean, I've been
That's
in.
okay.
I've been at like a con all weekend, and like I never had the like
Yeah.
housekeeping come in and change the sheets like until we leave. So
That's fair.
Where's our do not disturb sign?
yeah, always do not disturb because there's okay. Mila's probably just kind of like looking out the window. She's just like really quiet and keeping to herself.
All right, I'm gonna start getting prepped. She just like starts beginning the ritual for silence.
Okay.
Just give me 10 minutes. Think of what you want to discuss first. And then she's just gonna wait till she's finished her prep.
All right.
Tensel's probably just gonna walk over and start poking the fire.
Crackle.
Wait, Violet?
Oh?
Does that mean you can breathe fire now?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Fly, too.
Yeah, I kind of saw that.
Yeah.
You kind of had me scared.
I didn't mean to, but I guess all dragons have resting terror face.
It's, I guess, yeah.
Could be worse.
True. I could be a
Yeah.
basilisk.
Oh,
I can't change into those, though.
Have you ever
You-
tried?
No, filthy creature. I'd say your 10 minutes is up and ready.
All right, and she's gonna be placing it at the same general location, so it just overlaps outside the door, the hallway outside the room, and giving us enough room to get in and talk. All right, it's done. So, First things first, Keyleth. Khalith, what is it you need to discuss?
I have a preemptive question before going into this. Mila, you discussed that the man was making some sort of deal with a devil. Something along
Yeah.
those lines.
It's looking for a demon, named Solemn.
Yeah, that's what I figured. What do you all know of Zalem?
He's in my father's body.
He's looking for a set of artifacts and has at least one of them, possibly two.
He killed me.
Try to kill
Let's
you.
let's circle back around. Killed you, or
She got better.
She was a big rock.
Schrodinger's Mila.
I have so many questions, but we can circle back around to that. So I came here because I want to help deal with Zolom. I've done plenty of research, and I have discovered that he is in no way, shape, or form joking. He is, for lack of a better term, hell-bent on his success.
Yeah, he's already removed a lot of people from power.
And he is near godlike.
And like as she's looking towards to Mila at least. From what we've seen, the sort of power he'd have if he actually gets his hands on all of that would literally be enough in order to rip space and time apart.
Yes, and sorry.
No, I was going to say, I think that's what he's honestly trying to do.
So we got a lot ahead of us then.
We were going to go to Truma.
And Truman's already been through a hell of a lot.
Everywhere has been through hell of a lot. There's a war going on in Aris.
Oh, that reminds me. And Tensel's gonna go into his pocket and pull out the stone and hand it back to Lynn.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you. I wasn't able to talk to them.
It's generally like a messaging type thing. I'm guessing no word back. Oh well. Why did you tell them?
Told him what was going on with Zachariah, and I told him about Zalem the last time I had it. If we haven't gotten word back yet, I don't know if they're still.
If anything, if it's Aeson, he's probably too wrapped up in everything to even notice half the time.
I mean, his country and Maggie's country are going to war. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're a little wrapped up.
I know Charity would at least try to get back to us.
Talking to her at least, and didn't hear from her.
I haven't heard back anything from anyone.
You said they were all going through the desert towards Eris.
I'm not sure where they are at this point.
I mean, hopefully it's not big deals fell beforehand.
We can only hope that they'll be safe.
Oh well.
If I may be so bold as to question, what is it in Truma that you need?
Well, for information we were able to glean the last time we were in Kroka, hopefully one of the artifacts Azam's looking for is still around there. If he hasn't gotten it first, or, werewolves or whatever is out there that's been culling the royal family. Oh god,
Yeah.
that's gonna be a thing.
Yeah, he killed the royal family of Truma.
Well, he's been busy, so to speak.
Was there artifacts? One in Truma.
He did have that weird staff thing. You think that's one of them?
Yeah, that is one of them. Saw that in the temple.
Let me see if I remember. Tristan said there's no house for it. Like, she's actually just gonna be pulling out her book for a moment, flipping a few pages. Here it is. House Forest, Bible Vein, Truma.
There's one in Noveska, wasn't there?
Yeah. Something along there. They also indicated one near Brinkle Woods. Or somewhere near there. But that's just 3 different corners of here.
Could one of these artifacts be in the Elven Kingdom?
Yeah, and Noveska? That probably would be one of the hardest ones for him to get to.
It's hard to get into Noveska.
Actually, with the form he's taking now, it'd probably be easy for him to get in.
You see,
He's taken on my father, a known traitor.
Yep.
he can teleport in, though.
Your father's a known traitor of the Elven Kingdom?
And he just glances over to Mila.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm kind of a bit far away from my mic. That's probably the problem. Okay. His father used to smuggle elves out of Noveska. And that's how he got me out.
Lovely. This will certainly make things interesting, at least. If I may be so bold as to throw the idea out there, should we attempt to go to Noveska to get whatever artifact may be there? Because from my knowledge, the Elven Kingdom also has other magical items that could assist in the attempt to stop Zolom.
You see Mila's face just kind of go very pale.
I think they'd be really hard pressed into helping us.
I never exactly said they would have to be the ones helping us.
Hmm?
Well, what with the forest being ablaze, they might be distracted.
Wait,
I'm sorry, what?
What was that one?
the forest?
You're gonna have to run that by us quick. We've been a bit distracted by 1,000 other things.
You, so hold on. You didn't know the forest is on fire?
No?
Oh,
Oh no.
yeah, the forest is on fire.
Mila looks horrified, but Laura's just like loving that. It's just like, oh yeah, the forest is on fire. Anyway,
I want to ask a clarifying question. Corey, does he know the fire it is?
Yeah, you've seen it before. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just on fire. It's a fire that can't be put out. It's a magical fire.
Can we stop it from spreading?
It's an ever-burning flame. If it touches you, that's it.
Outside of depriving it of fuel, it sounds like that's.
Milo's looking very conflicted right now.
I'm guessing he's found his way to try to either distract the elves or do a scorched earth policy.
There's also the issue of, I believe, Mother Kit.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
that's my thought on if we could stop it from spreading.
Would it be possible to get her on our side?
We might, though only out of spite of whoever set the flame ablaze, and I can only assume we all know who did that.
And there's a way we can get into Noveska without having to go through the forest, too. I'm just gonna hold up the scroll.
Is there any limits on that?
No?
And Tensel's gonna look out to like everyone, slowly looking over everyone. What if we just go directly to Mother Kit?
She could potentially get us, or we could figure out a way to get to the Elven Kingdom after that if we absolutely need to. It would still be in the direction that we need.
Do we know if we can talk to her in this state? Because she would be watching her entire home burning down before her without any ability to stop it.
That's kind of why I would want to go there first. If we can stop the fire, we could, or at least stop the spread of it.
She's been known to be a little bit more helpful to her own kind. The Kits?
Fleska.
Fleska, yeah.
Oh, right.
Do you know any others?
Fleska had a whole guild of kits.
Do you think she's still in town?
If not, she probably left like a few representatives around. A big city like this would be the perfect place in order to have some ears in the ground.
Would it be a wise idea to involve anyone else in this?
Everyone's going to be involved eventually. Might as well get some good graces on our side. Some powerful clans.
The legendary guilds already know about everything, so
Besides, if it was your homeland burning, wouldn't you want to know?
I think Khalith kind of freezes up at that before giving a slight nod.
Lynn, you have that magical paper, don't you? That you can write a message to anyone?
The thing is, I'm kind of fretful too. Like, who would I send it over to?
It's understandable.
Feliska is a possible option, but
I was actually thinking my sister.
interesting.
As far as I know, she's still in Noveska. My whole family is still there.
What would you say to her?
I haven't made it that far yet, actually.
Maybe we should think the night over that. Give you time in order to think about what you want to write. We still need time to prepare anyway.
Maybe tell her that we're coming to investigate the burning flame. We are going to try to stop it. You know who was involved.
If I may ask, did you leave on good terms with her?
My family has hated me for so long, and I never was on good terms with them.
Did they love you?
That's a loaded question.
I don't know. They didn't act like they did.
Well, sometimes we're born into a family we don't choose. Sometimes we get to choose our family.
But I know they've been looking for me.
That's good.
Maybe in some twisted way, they do care for you, but they just don't see what it's doing to you.
Tensel's gonna walk over and take a look outside the window. Try to gauge just how much is left of the day.
I'd say it's about 4:30 p.m. So really, you probably only got about 4 more hours of sunlight. Maybe 5.
Lynn's actually going to use the lull to just like look over. Like she's going to feel inside her pocket with the lull, just trying to get her mind straight and feel the note. She slowly picks it up and just unfurls it a bit.
If we all agree that this is the path that we want to take, I can go and let Grimsworth know.
I'm in.
And that can give you guys some time to think about what you want to do.
Tensel, if you're going to go talk to Brinsworth, do you mind if I go with you?
Yeah, that's okay. And he'll give her, a slight smile. The situation's rough, damn it.
Situation's foobar.
He'll look back over the rest of the group and see if, anyone wants to object or add anything.
If that's the case, how do we want to get there? Teleportation or walking?
If let me throw this out there, the longer we take, the more that force is gonna burn, and if we have any chance of stopping it, it's sooner rather than later.
So teleportation then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'll be able to back you guys up. I can still fly us out if we're still in a rough spot. I mean, you guys can't be that heavy.
Thank you.
Flora,
Mm-hmm.
you said you can breathe fire.
Yes.
When we get there, we might be able to start a controlled burn.
Maybe. Dragon flames are very, very dangerous. So if we do it, you guys have to be careful.
I know a spell that can make a lot of fire too.
That might work.
And I can bring down water afterwards.
Do we do this before or after Brother Kits?
Probably should talk to Mother Kid first.
Sorry, Tensel, I cut you off.
Do you think you can cleave through a tree with your claws?
I could try. I can't promise, but I could try.
My thought is kind of make that barrier between what's already burning and what's not burning, like the stones around a campfire.
I think that was a general idea. Like, use her flames in order to ignite that fuel first.
Yeah. If I'm correct, a controlled burn is basically just burning an area before the flame gets to it, so that
Yeah.
it can't jump to anything more. But if we can control it, then we can put the fire out before it spreads from where we're starting it.
If I save up enough power, I can make. Hold on, math is hard. 6 of those fire spells.
I may be able to try to rally some of the kit in order to clear off some of the area.
Wait, no, I can do that. Sorry, I'm trying to just like source you points but putting that into 3rd level spells and everything, and it's like I
think it's
can't
like-
math.
I think it's 5 for a 3rd level slot. 1 second.
I thought it was 3.
No,
it
it increases per level. 1 second.
Okay, then I could do it.
Yeah, it's 5 for a 3rd level slot.
I could do it once then. Okay, never mind. So make 2 of those. I could do 2 fireballs.
They tried to balance it out.
I know, that makes sense.
I can assist in creating fire if it comes down to it.
So, as you guys sit here talking, speaking of flames, the flame of your small little fireplace there is going to go out, just kind of burning at the embers, waiting for more logs. But, I mean, what's the plan of action? Do we act now or later? Do we want to do it in the next morning or?
Was Lynn able to look at the note?
Oh, would you like to walk away from them or find a private time?
I mean, it was like during the lull in the conversation, she was pulling it out to look over it.
Okay. It will be in a very familiar handwriting. Hey, what's up? Bip bip. Yeah, I don't know how to tell you this. I am being hunted, but I had to fake my death. I'm not gonna lie, they got me pretty good. But I think it'll be okay. It looks okay. If there's a chance of talking to you, can you meet me in the center of town tonight at midnight? You can come with friends, I don't care, you know me. Signed, Bippy.
Damn it!
And that's probably about the time that Cole will come through the window.
Oh, hey! I was wondering about him.
Oi. Hello. What I miss?
Hello.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, Cleith, he's not dead either. Wait, were you here for that?
What?
Who's not dead?
He wasn't there for. You know what? Better
Okay.
you don't question it. Also, don't mention it. Don't at all.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to be here.
I have
I'm
so
glad
many
you're here.
questions.
I'm sorry.
Things are a bit messed up.
That's an understatement.
Yeah. Of the year.
We should probably tell him what the idea now is.
Right. So, Noveska's burning,
Yes.
and trying to find a way around this. And I might need your help with something later on, but that's to be discussed later.
Okay.
Not like that. Calm down.
That's fine too. I don't mind. I'm not, it doesn't bother me either way. It's not like I was
Just saying.
expecting anything. You're a gentle lady and I'm a gentleman. Yes.
How the fuck am I gentle?
I forgot how awkward these conversations get.
After a couple minutes of filling him in, he's fully caught up. Okay, so what do you need me to do then? Anything else other than help Lynn later tonight?
Do you know if you can get in touch with Francesca?
Ah,
Valeska.
Valeska.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I can, unfortunately. I'm dead,
Oh, I didn't know if she was a part of your little group or something.
I mean, I travelled with her a fair bit, but unfortunately she's not in the circle of people who know that I'm still alive.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I wish. But I also don't really have a fair connection to really message her on good terms. I wish I could say my web was that large, but it's not, unfortunately.
Would you know where she can be found?
Well, Valeska is, I'd say she's a very interesting individual. She tends to take walks to the park quite evenly. At least that's what I hear. That's the most I've heard talk, and other than that, she seems to spend her time in the Bardic College.
Oh. Okay.
Croker is a nice stop for her, but she travels all over the place.
Do you know if she has anybody in connection here?
I'm sure we could probably head to the guild hall and speak to someone and see if they have a connection to a guild. What was the guild's name again?
It was a
I
cat.
have it here somewhere. The cat's meow.
It was a cat pun.
Yeah. God damn it.
That's probably not a good idea.
Okay.
College, maybe. Wait, no, that's on the opposite side. That was Laura forgetting how were everything. Ignore me.
Is there a way that we could find those connections without the guild hall? Because I don't think we're let in there anymore.
I mean, I don't think they can stop you from entering, you're just not... Wait, what?
Sounds like we can't be members of the guild. I don't think we can not seek their aid.
When did this happen? Oh, right, yes, you
Yeah.
explained that. And he's going to scratch that lovely scar on the back of his head.
Yeah, how's it doing? Is it gone down? Please tell me it's gone down a bit.
I mean, it's healing.
Mm.
I at least have my balance.
Just the worried, like, scrunched up face, like,
No, Rome wasn't built in a day.
At least you're still alive. God damn it, I mean, worried the entire day. Just like slapping his shoulders, like,
I mean, I could make it up to you later.
I guess we have something to do later.
I mean, that's true, but I meant like dinner and a drink. I didn't. You dirty.
You do owe me that anyway.
So, Mila, do you want to get going?
Yeah, we should go.
Okay.
You guys will start to hear the inn downstairs start to fill up a little bit.
We'll catch up with all of you later. Try to at least get to Brimsworth before he tries to shut down for the night.
Alright. Stay safe out there and watch each other's backs.
You too.
Remember, we don't know what the cloak is doing, so just keep an eye out.
And
Right.
Tensel's gonna nod and then hold the door open for Mila.
And she's just gonna leave and walk downstairs.
All right. I think this is a perfect place to end it for the night. Thank you guys for playing.
Thank you.
Yay.
Ooh.
I hope the sounds weren't too off-throwing. I hope they added to
They-
the thing.
No, they added a nice little ambiance. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
You just have to.
Hi, everybody. I'm Corey. I'm the Dungeon Master for Opportunity Roll. I just wanted to stop by to remind you guys to make sure that you subscribe and follow us on iTunes, Podbean, or Google Play. pretty much anything that you might be listening on. It really puts us out there for anybody else who might not know us yet and could see us pop up on their feed. I also want to say, if you're really interested in some of the stuff that we're doing, a big help that you could do is checking out our Patreon. We just put out some new tiers on there for things like 15 minutes before and after the game, a Discord server. There's some pay-to-play games, if that might interest you, from me, myself, in the world of Talalia, What We Play, or even Incendium. If you want to interact with us more, make sure you check out our things on like Facebook. You can even email us at opportunityroll.podcast@gmail.com. I want to make a thank you out to Sirenscape. There will be a link in the description below on the kind of sounds that we used and the different packs that we used from Sirenscape to make these sounds tonight. They've really helped us step up to our next level in sound. The ambiance is amazing, and to be able to hear the spells as we're playing with the players, for you guys to hear these really cool effects, are just fantastic. I think we'll be sticking with them in the long run. We might even mix in some Purple Planet music to add in a little bit more of that extra mood in there and work them together and see how that works for us. As you can see, we've got a lot going on. We're going to still continue to use Kobold Press and Tomes of Beasts, the Creature Codex. If you haven't checked them out, check out Kobold Press. Well, I guess that's it for me. I will catch you guys next episode. Just remember, keep your opportunities open.